Hi everybody. Now today I am going to start about cross multiplication method. Before this method I have taught you all about the substitution method and elevation method. And now today I will try to help you understand the cross multiplication methods. Applying in a pair of linear equation in two variables. Earlier also I have taught about this basic form. Basic form of a pair of linear equations in two variables are a1x, b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So these two are the basic forms of a pair of linear equations in two variables. And question is here, how to find the value of x and y for a pair of linear equation in two variables. I think I have not solved full here. I have gone only here for the results now. If you want to apply this method to find the value of x and y, so directly you can memorize these two forms now. X is equal to this one and y is equal to this one. And directly you will put the values of b1, c2. b1, c2 means b1 into c2. b1 into c2. Like b1, suppose b1 is here is 6. And c2 suppose here 7. 6 and 7. So here will be 6 into 7. 6 into 7 like that. So directly you can apply this one and this one to get the value of x and y. And second way to write or to understand, look here, this is second way now. Or x by this one is equal to y by this one is equal to 1 by this one. This is second way now. You will put the value here and here, and then you will equalize any two of these three now at a time. Then if you equalize this one is equal to this one, you will find the value of x. When you will equalize this one is equal to this one, when you equalize this one and this one, then you will find the value of y. So this also is the way now. But I think this diagram will be most suitable and most, I think, comfortable, easiest for you now, this one. How to apply, how to use this diagram, try to understand. Simply you will write here, as I have written, x, y, 1. X here. I think x terms are here, look now. a1x, a2x. Here is x, and these two you see here now, b1, b2 and c1, c2. So accept the coefficients of x. Accept the coefficients of x, you will write the coefficients of remaining two. Means coefficient of y and constant terms. Means x वाले को छोड़कर बाकी जो दो टाइप के टर्म्स हैं उसको आपको इसमें लिखना है. When you will go for this, अब देखिए y का जो दो पेयर है, accept the coefficients of y. y के coefficients को छोड़ करके जो बाकी है x का टर्म और constant, they have been written here now. And last one is 1 here, that is really representing a constant term. I think, look here the coefficients of x and y both have been written here, a1, a2, b1, b2. Like, look here, x, I am dropping the coefficient of x here. So what is left? b1, b2, and c1, c2. Now these two you take now here, c2, a1 and c1, a2. Why? I have dropped the coefficients of y. There is here in these two terms, in these two group of terms, there is no b1 and b2, no coefficient of y is here. And then last one, as I told, the coefficients of both x and y are here just under 1 now. You will keep this mind. And second way also is to remember now. Second way also is to remember first and last. Look here, first b1, b2 and last also b1, b2. First and last b1, b2. b1, b2, b1, b2. You will keep in mind. And middle part c1, c2, a1, a2. And I think you will, when suppose you want to use this diagram for applying cross multiplication method, then you will keep this diagram in this way. I think it will be rather easy, I think. Look here. You will start from the middle part now. From middle term you will start now. Means here x, here y, here 1. From middle part. Means this is the middle part now. The coefficients of y you will take b1, b2. b1, b2. Then you will move now c1, c2. Again you will come here a1, a2. Then b1, b2. Means you will start taking from here now. यहाँ से आप लेंगे. Look here. You will start from here. You will start from here and then you will come from here now. First one, second one, third one, again first one. Look here. Means first part, second, first, second, then this one third now. First, second, third, and again first. First, second, third, again first. In this manner also you can take. Like one example I'm just taking here. One example I'm taking here now. 4x plus 3y minus 6 is equal to 0. 2x minus 5y plus 1 is equal to 0. Look here. How you will arrange in this manner. X, you will start from here now. 3 minus 5. Next, minus 6, 1. Let's come from here now. Again from here. 4, 2, and 3 minus 5. Means X, Y, and 1. Look here. I have started from here. This one means this is first, this is second, this is third, and again first now. Means you will start moving from here now. First, second, third, first. Look here. First, second, third, first. Look. First, second, third, first. In this manner we will multiply now. X by 3 1 ja 3 is 3 into 1 minus 5 into minus 6, like that. 3 into 1 minus 5 into minus 6. Y, look here, minus 6 into minus 6 into 4 and 2, minus 6 into 2 minus 1 into 4 is equal to, look here, 1 by 4 into minus 5 minus 2 into 3. Like that you will arrange it. And at last you will solve like that. This is equal to this. When you will equalize this is equal to this, you will find the value of x. And when you will equalize this is equal to this, then you will find the value of y. So this is the way to find the value of x and y by using cross multiplication method. Exercise 3.5. Look here, students. I have taken one example for applying this method. Try to understand, and question based on it can be solved easily by you if you understand this example well. Try to understand. This is the question. 2x plus y is equal to 5 and 3x plus 2y is equal to 8. This is a pair of linear equation in two variables. First of all, you will have to arrange the given equation in this form. Means here is 5, I have brought this side, minus 5, here is 8, minus 8. 2x plus y minus 5 is equal to 0, 3x plus 2y minus 8 is equal to 0. Now, as you know, according to the basic forms of the pair of linear equation, I have written their values here now. a1, 2, b1, 1, c1, minus 5, I have written here. Similarly, a2, 3, b2, 2 and c2 minus 8. This is a1, coefficient of y is 1 here. So a1, b1 and c1 minus 5, because basic form is plus c1 now. Plus c1. So here will be c1 is equal to minus 5. And I have written down also in the similar way. Applying cross multiplication method, we have, as I taught earlier, short diagram. Look here now. X, Y, 1. Coefficient of x, coefficient of y and constant term. So 1 has been written here now. How you will arrange directly in very short time, try to understand. As I taught, you will start from the middle part now. You will start from the middle part. 3 terms are here. So middle part is the coefficient of y. The coefficient of y is what here? 1 here and 2. So I have written 1 and 2. Look. Coefficient of y is 1 here 2. I have written 1 and 2. If look here, as I taught earlier, जब आप x के अंडर लिखते हैं तो x के कोफिशिएंट को छोड़कर बाकी जो दो टर्म्स है, y का टर्म और कंस्टेंट टर्म, उसी को आपको इसके अंडर लिखना है. कीप इन माइंड. X is here, you will drop the coefficients of x. Or you will start from here now, as I taught. 1 by 2, 1 and 2. And then you will move forward here. Next is what here? Minus 5, minus 8. The first one, this first one. Second one, minus 5, minus 8. I have written here minus 5, minus 8. Then you will start from here. Third one, 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Then again first one, 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Means first, means here, second, third, first, second. Means first and last, second. Means first and last, B1, B2. Here also B1, B2. first b1 b2, last also b1 b2, 1 by 2 1 by 2, and here c1 by c2 a1 by a2, c1 by c2 a1 by a2. Look here, c1 by c2 and a1 by a2. This is the form now. I have solved here. Look, I have done cross multiplication. 1 into minus 8, 1 into minus 8, 2 into minus 5, but in the middle you will write minus sign now, keep in mind. Minus 2 into minus 5, because this is a basic form now. And next, y by minus 5 into 3, minus 5 into 3, and minus 8 into 2, minus 8 into 2 is equal to 1 by, look here, 2 into 2, 2 into 2, and 3 into 1, 3 into 1 I have written here. But keep in mind, in the middle there should be a minus sign, here, here and here. And then I multiplied here 1 into minus 8, minus 2 into minus 5, minus 10. Like minus 5 into 3, minus 15, minus 8 into 2, minus 16. 2 2 are 4 and 3 1 are 3. I have written here, I have solved here. Result is x by minus 8 plus 10, y by minus 15 plus 16 and 1 by 1. Now look here. Now you will make two equations here. First, you will equalize this one is equal to this one. Means x term is equal to constant term. This part is equal to this part, you will equalize. I have equalized here. X by 2 means minus 8 plus 10. 2 will be here. X by 2 is equal to this one. Means this one is equal to this one you will do. Then you will find the value of x. I have done cross multiplication here. 2 1 are 2 and x 1 are x. The x is equal to 2. And then you will equalize here for this one. You will equalize this one is equal to this one. Look here, minus 15 plus 16. The 1 is here, y by 1 is equal to 1 by 1. Means these two separately will be equalized to this part now. This is equal to this, first equation. You will go for the value of x. And when we will go for the value of y, this is equal to this, you will have to equalize now. Okay? Thank you. Here is the solution, x is equal to the y. Now move to exercise 3.5, and the very first question of exercise 3.5 is, which of the following pair of linear equation has unique solution, no solution, or infinitely many solutions? You try to understand now. When you have a pair of linear equation in two variables, there are three types of solutions. There are three possibilities to get the value of x and y. What should be the value of x and y? First one, unique solution. Second one, infinitely many solutions. And third one, no solution. Unique solution means if there is only one value of x and only one value of y which will satisfy the given pair of linear equation. Only exactly one value of x and one value of y. x और y के ऐसे सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक ही वैल्यू दोनों के होंगे, x का एक वैल्यू और y का एक वैल्यू, जो कि इक्वेशंस को सेटिस्फाई करेंगे. कीप इन माइंड. एंड second case, infinitely many solutions. That means there will be so many values of x and y which will satisfy the given pair of linear equations in two variables. And third one, no solution. No solution means there will be no such value of x and y which will satisfy the given pair of linear equations. So this is the meaning of these three terms. Unique solution, exactly one value of x and y. Infinitely many solution, unlimited number of means uncountable values will be there now of x and y. And third one, no solution means there is no such value of x and y now. But now you try to understand under what condition we get unique solution, we get many solution, and we get no solution. Try to understand about the basic form of, this one you have already studied now, like a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Look here. When a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, means a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2, first of all, you will get the results now. Means you will get the ratio of a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2. Then you will compare. Like in this question, look here. In this question, a1 by a2 is equal to what? I have written here now. a1 by a2 is equal to 1 by 3. b1 by b2, 1 by 3. And c1 by c2 I have got here 3 by 2. Look here, 3 by 2. In this pair of linear equation, a1 by a2 is equal to 1 by 3, b1 by b2 is equal to 1 by 3, and c1 by c2 is equal to 3 by 2. Look here, from these two equations I have written the ratio of this one. Now you compare the first case. When a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then we get a unique solution. When a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, means when all three ratios are equal to one another, then we get infinitely many solutions. By a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2. In that case we get no solution. One example I have done here. Look here now. I have written the ratios, the values of ratios all. Now look here. a1 by a2 1 by 3, b1 by b2 1 by 3, c1 by c2 3 by 2. That means what? It is clear that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, means these two are equal now. 1 by 3, 1 by 3. So a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. But c1 by c2 is what here? 3 by 2. Means not equal to c1 by c2. These two are equal, but this is not equal. Now look the condition here. In this condition, this is the condition now. When a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but not equal to c1 by c2, then there is no solution. Look here, we get no solution. This one. We get no solution. Means there is no such values of x and y which will satisfy these two equations. Satisfy these two equations means after putting the value of x and y, I think LHS should be equal to RHS. But there is no such values which will bring equal values for both sides. One more example I have taken here. If 2x plus 3y minus 8 is equal to 0, 4x plus 9y minus 7 is equal to 0. Another example I have taken here now. Look here. You will get the ratio of a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2. a1 by a2 is what here? 2 and 4. So 2 by 4, half. b1 by b2, b1, b2, 3 by 9. 3 by 9, 1 by 3. c1 by c2 minus 8 by minus 7, minus 8 by minus 7, ratio is 8 by 7. Look here. Here is 1 by 2, 1 by 3 and 1 by 8 by 7. So here 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. So clearly a1 by a2, a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. That means, look the condition here now, as per condition. a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by a2. If it happens there, then we get a unique solution. So unique solution will be there. Unique solution means there will be the value of x and y, one value of x and y, which will satisfy the pair of equations now. So then you will apply here any of three methods to get the value of x and y. The process, the method may be substitution method, may be elimination method, or you can apply, I think, cross multiplication method also. Any of these three methods you will apply to get the value of x and y, but if there is unique solution. And I think according to the question given in your book, in your exercise, the question is here. If in case there is unique solution, then you will apply cross multiplication method. The cross multiplication method you will apply now, and as I taught here, x, y, 1, like b1, b2, 2, 4, and b1, b2, 3, 9, and minus 8, 7, then again first 2, 4, and again last 3, 9, like that. First, second, third, first. We will start from here, here, means again I am writing here, first one, second one, third one, and again first one. First, second, third, again first. First, second, third, again first. Look here. So then you will apply this method here, like that. And then you will find the value of x and y by using this method. And second question is here. Second number, for which value of a and b does the following pair of linear equation have infinitely many solutions? Look here. To first. Look here. Question number 2. Question number 2 is here, as I told. For which values of a and b does the following pair of linear equations have an infinite number of solutions? Means infinitely many solutions. I have written the question here. The question is here, 2x plus 3y is equal to 7. And second equation is a minus bx, a plus by is equal to 3a plus b minus 2. So first of all, I have written the standard form of this equation now. Look here, 2x plus 3y minus 7 is equal to 0. And this one plus this one, here is the whole, suppose it is in positive now, I have taken negative together. Negative minus sign minus this one. It is clear here, a1 2, b1 3, c1 minus 7. Here, look here, here a1, a2 will be a minus 2. a2 will be a minus 2, this one. The coefficient of x is here a2. Coefficient of y is what here? A plus b. So, b2 is equal to a plus b will be here. Keep in mind. And C2 is equal to, this whole will be C2 now. This whole will be C2. Coefficient of x, A2. Coefficient of y, a plus b is here, B2. And this whole will be C2. With negative sign also. Look here, C2. And the condition for having an infinite number of solutions, you must keep in mind what is the condition for infinitely many solutions. As I taught earlier, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. Really, this is the condition for having an infinite number of solutions. I have written this one here, and then I have put the value here. A1 by A2 means A1 by A2. Look here, A1 is 2 and A2 is A minus B. I have written A minus B. Similarly, B1 by B2 and C1 by C2 I have written here. And then, look here. And then I have made two equations here. You will compare this one is equal to this one, as I have compared here now. Or this one is equal to this one also you can compare. But I have compared here. This one is equal to this one. This one is equal to this one. Any of these three, out of these three, any two you can equalize to form an equation here. So for this equation, I have equalized this one and this one. I have written here 2 by A minus B, 2 by A minus B is equal to 3 by A plus B, 3 by A plus B. I have written here now. Then I have done cross multiplication, and after doing cross multiplication, we have this equation now. Suppose equation number first it is here. And second, I have equalized this one and this one. 2 by A minus B, 2 by A minus B, and this one minus 7. The minus and minus I have cancelled here. So 7 by 3A plus B minus 2. I have equalized this 2, and then this equation I got here now. Suppose this is equation number second. And I think you can get the second equation by equalizing this one and this one also. These two also you can equalize. Any two out of these three you can equalize to get an equation. So here two equations, this one and this one. And these two equations you will solve by applying any of three methods. Means either cross multiplication method or elimination method or substitution method. You will get the value of A and B. Now question number 3. Solve the following pair of linear equation by substitution and cross multiplication method. I think you can do easily. And 4 number, form the pair of linear equation in the following problems and find their solutions if they exist by algebraic method. Look here. Question number 1 of 4. Question is here. A part of monthly hostel charges is fixed and remaining depends on the number of days and has taken food in the mess. One student A takes food for 20 days and she has to pay rupees 1000, and student B takes food for 26 days and he has to pay 1180 rupees. Question is here to find the fixed charges and the cost of the food per day. Look here now. In that hostel, really for enjoying the food, first of all, fixed charge is taken now. Means fixed charges is fixed. Either you start eating or not, you will have to give some amount as fixed charges in the beginning now. And then according to the number of days you take the food for, charges are taken now. You will suppose here, let the fixed charges is equal to rupees X. Suppose fixed charge rupees X is taken and the cost of food per day, suppose is taken rupees Y. The first condition is here, कि A takes food for 20 days. A takes food for 20 days. That means, look, the equation, how equation will be formed, try to understand. First of all, you will have to give the fixed charge now. What the fixed charge you have supposed here? X. X is taken here now. Plus, then the cost of food per day. The A has taken food for how many days? 20 days. So for 1 day, Y rupees. For 2 days, 2Y. For 3 days, 3Y. For 10 days, 10Y. So for, in this manner, for 20 days, 20Y. This is the fixed charge, and this is the charge taken for 20 days. So total, because when you pay off at last, that total amount is taken now. So fixed charge plus charges for 20 days is equal to 1000 is paid now. So is equal to 1000. Second similar condition. Second person is here. Second person really takes food for 26 days. 26 days means first fixed charge X rupees. It is fixed for each and everybody coming in that hostel. And for 20 days, the charges for 26 days, will be 26Y. So X plus 26Y is equal to 1180 rupees. So here are two equations for this question. You will solve these two equations. You will get the value of X and Y, and that will be the fixed charge and the cost of food per day. Second question is here. A fraction becomes 1 by 3 when 1 is subtracted the numerator, and it becomes 1 by 4 when 8 is added to the denominator. Look here. Let the fraction be X and Y. As you know, the fraction really is in the form of X and Y, where X and Y are whole numbers and Y should not be equal to 0. X by Y is the desired or supposed fraction, and X is the numerator and Y is the denominator. According to question, as per condition, if 1 is subtracted from the numerator, so 1 has been subtracted here from the numerator, X minus 1 by Y is equal to, fraction becomes 1 by 3, 1 by 3. Then I have done cross multiplication here, and this is the equation. Look. And second condition is here, if 8 is added to the denominator, what is denominator here? Y. 8 has been added here, Y plus 8. X by Y plus 8 is equal to 1 by 4. I have done cross multiplication, and this is the equation number 2. And first and second equation you will solve by any of the three methods you have studied earlier, and then you will put the values of X and Y here, and you will get the required fraction. Third one question is here. Yes scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. Means some questions were asked from yes, and some questions were answered correctly by yes, and some questions were answered incorrectly by yes, and generally it happens for the students now. And in this manner, yes got 40 marks. And in second case, 4 marks really are awarded for each correct answer, and 2 marks are deducted for giving wrong answer. In this manner, really yes gets 50 marks now. The question is here, find the total number of questions. We will suppose here like that now. Let the number of questions yes answers correctly. Means how many questions were answered correctly. You will suppose X now. Let the number of questions which was answered correctly is equal to X, and the number of questions he answered incorrectly, is equal to Y. You will suppose now. मीन्स जितने क्वेश्चन का आंसर उन्होंने बिल्कुल सही दिया, सपोज लेट द नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चन बी एक्स, एंड जितने क्वेश्चन का उसने गलत जवाब दिया, यू विल सपोज लेट द नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चन ही आंसर्ड इनकरेक्टली इज इक्वल टू वाई. Then look here. Generally you get the marks in this manner. Suppose 10 marks you got after giving correct answer. But 10 marks you got after giving correct answer. But suppose 2 marks were deducted from your score after giving wrong answer. So generally that I think deduction means what? Minus, like 10 you got and 2 was deducted, so 10 minus 2 means at last you got 8 marks. So just like that, look here. According to the question given here, getting 3 marks for each right answer. The number of questions yes answered correctly is what here? X. For each correct answer, what is the marks here? 3. The marks obtained by you after giving correct answer, what will be here? 3 into x. 3 into x. And y really is the deduction here now for each wrong answer. So that means I think one question really, here it is given losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. The total number of questions he answered incorrectly, he answered wrongly is equal to y, and for each wrong answer 1 mark is deducted, is minused, so total deduction will be 1 into y. So this is the marks he got for correct answer, minus this is the mark he really got for incorrect answer. But as a punishment, means this marks given for incorrect answer will be deducted from the total marks now. Means this is the punishment here, so minus will be here. So 3x minus 1y is equal to 40. Similarly, in the second condition, for correct answer 4 marks is given, and for each incorrect answer 2 marks is given. So equation will be 4x minus 2y is equal to 50. These two are equations here. You will solve these two. Now question number 4. Question number 4, try to understand. The question is here, places A and B are 100 km apart. Means two places are there, A and B, and two places are here, A and B, and the distance between them is 100 km. 100 km is the distance. One car starts from A and one car starts from B. One car starts from A and one car starts from B. Condition is here, if the cars travel in the same direction but different speeds. If the both cars travel in the same distance at different speeds, they meet in 5 hours. And second condition is here, if they travel towards each other, then they meet in 1 hour. What are the speeds of the two cars? In the same direction means, try to understand. Same direction means, suppose this is the path now. And if first car moves this side and second car also move this side now. Means both cars suppose are moving to the east. That means they are moving in the same direction. If suppose they are moving in the west like that, both car in the west, means they are traveling in the same direction. And in opposite direction means if they are, look here, one car is here, one car is here, and one is moving this side and second is moving this side, means they are moving in the opposite direction. And when they travel in the opposite direction, no doubt they will meet each other in less time. If they move in the same direction, that means they will meet really each other after a long time. But it really depending, keep in mind, depending on the condition, the speed of the first car, means the car moving behind should be less than the speed of the second car. Otherwise they will never meet. No. Okay, look here. The two cars are here. Suppose one car starts from A and second car starts from B. And you will suppose here let the speed of the first car is equal to f km per hour and speed of the second car is equal to y km per hour. Now in the condition of, look here, when they travel in the same direction, when they travel in the same direction, in case of traveling in the same direction, look here, suppose first car starts from A and second car starts from B, and now you suppose that both cars after 5 hours meet at place C. Suppose both cars after 5 hours they meet at C. Then after 5 hours the distance covered by the first car, look here, distance covered by the first car means what will be here? From here to here, because they meet here now. So AC will be the distance covered by first car. I have written here now. AC is the distance AC. AC will be the distance covered by first car now. And one more thing here, I have written 5x here. How try to understand? Distance is equal to what? Distance is equal to time multiplied by speed. So what is the speed of the first car you have supposed? X. Time is what here? After 5 hours. So distance is equal to time into speed. 5 into x is equal to 5x. But in this line you can write AC also, because car A starts from here and reached at C. So total distance will be AC. I have written AC here now, is equal to AC. Similarly, after 5 hours, the distance covered by second car. Distance covered by second car. Look here now, second car. So second car starts from where? B. And time is what? Same, 5 hours. But speed is what here? Of second car? Y km per hour. So distance covered by second car is equal to what will be? 5 into y. I have written here 5 into y. But when you will look here, when you will observe here, look here now, second car starts from here and reached at C. That means the distance covered by second car will be BC. 5y is equal to BC. Now, look, try to understand here. Now, distance covered by both cars are here 5x and 5y. So that means when you will see here, look here now, distance covered by first car is equal to AC. AC is here. Distance covered by second car, what is from here to here? What is here? BC. That means difference between their distances is equal to what will be? AC minus BC. AC minus BC. So AC minus BC, what is left here? AB is equal to AB. I have written AB here. So means here equation may be there like that. I have written now here AC minus BC is equal to AB. I have written here 5x, here AC 5x minus BC 5y is equal to AB. AB is what? Already given it is now 100. I have written 100 here. And after 1 hour, distance covered by first car. So 1 is the time, speed is the same x, 1 into x, x. After 1 hour, the distance covered by second car, 1 into y, y. So this is the total distance. As both are traveling in the opposite direction, in case of opposite direction. In case of opposite direction. Opposite direction. In case of opposite direction, the distance covered by first car x and second car y, and the total distance is 100. So second equation will be x plus y is equal to 100. This is the second equation, and this is the first equation, and both equation you will solve. You will get the value of x and y. I beg your pardon. Question number 5. The area of a rectangle gets reduced by 9 square units if length is reduced 5 units, breadth is increased 3 units. If we increase the length by 3 units and breadth by 2 units, the area increases by 67 square units. Find the dimension of the rectangle. Dimension of the rectangle means here we are asked to find the length and breadth of the rectangle. We will suppose here, let the length of rectangle is equal to x and breadth of rectangle is equal to y. Then area is equal to xy. Area is what here? Length into breadth, xy. As per condition, look here. Condition is here. Area of rectangle gets reduced by, reduce means reduction minus less reduction, if its length is reduced by 5 units. Look here. Area is reduced. What is area here? xy. Reduced by 9 square units. So 9 will be here. Like that. Area minus 9 is equal to. Area is what happened? Length into breadth. Length will be what here? Length is here. Length is reduced by 5 units. What is length here? X. Minus 5 into. What is breadth here? Breadth is here y and is reduced, or sorry, increased here. Increased. So y plus 3 will be here. Now these two will multiply and like that xy plus 3x minus 5y minus 15 is equal to xy minus 9. xy will cancel. Then 3x minus 5y is equal to minus 9 plus 15 is equal to 6. So 3x minus 5y is equal to 6, first equation. And second one more condition is given here. If we increase the length by 3 units, means length is x here, increased by 3 units, and breadth by 2 units. Breadth also gets increased here. So y plus 2. Area increases by 67 square units, means xy plus 67. So I think in this manner you will solve this one also, and you will have second equation of this question, and both equation you will solve. At last you will get the product of these two, you will get the required area. Thank you.